Yeah, she's like a roadrunner almost.
And at night she looks like a crow.
Cuckoo chicken.
Cuckoo chicken. Or snickerdoodles.
Who knew that a hipster douchebag like me would have a farm in his backyard? I mean, we have a full garden. It's got to be, I don't know, 800 or 900 square feet. And then on top of that, I've got a chicken coop that's 8 by 16 feet. And we have 15 chickens. We get about, I don't know, 12 eggs a day. A couple roosters. We've got a herding dog. Oh man, the puppy's getting huge. Wow, I'm gonna do a video later and weigh him. He is getting enormous. It's almost, I don't want to say he's doubled in size, but he's big. He's big. Anyway, I'm back to making videos out of my truck because I had to get up super early this morning. I didn't have time. I had to get to this job site. I was up at 2 in the morning, out the door, on the site. Got everything lined out. The boys are working. And now I got my first break where I can take a minute and collect my thoughts. This video, what I'm doing here is it's one of my stretching routines, and this one's fairly comprehensive. This is for if you want to learn, if you're trying to do the splits. This stretching routine, if you follow it, will help you. Each pose you hold for 30 seconds. So the video, if I showed the entirety of this routine, it would be 45 minutes just of stretching, and that's how long I was on the floor for. But all of this is like, it's kind of designed to, it's for old people. You know what I mean? Like some of you younger guys probably don't have to do half this stuff to get in the, to work into the splits position. But if you're starting from, I don't know, basically you get on the floor, spread your legs out and see how far you can get them. Most people are looking at about 90 degrees, you know, maybe some less, some more. But from there, you can do this routine starting from the standing position, just like I'm doing it. And you follow along and do each one of these stretches for 15 at a minimum to 30 seconds. And you go just until you start feeling pain and back off a little. That's right where you want to live. You don't want to be in that pain area. You want to be in that uncomfortable area. And as you hold it, you try to exhale and stretch a little bit more into the position. Now, something that's important that I haven't really covered is before I stretch, I warm up. I'll usually do some body squats. I jump around a little bit. You know, I do those horseshoe squats. I move around and get the legs moving. It could be, you know, jump rope, do whatever you like to do. Like get the body moving before you do stretching. You can do stretching first, but when you're cold, you won't get as much out of it. If you warm up a little bit, you'll get way more mileage out of these moves. I don't know what else to say. It's like I do this 3 times a week, and then once a week I do like an entire day of just that. Like that is my workout. And it seems to be working pretty good for me. As you can see, I'm almost there. I'm almost in the splits position, but I won't consider it the full splits until I can do it from standing and just plop down into it and then get back up again. Like if I could just spread my legs out, that doesn't quite count, because I need to be able to do it while I'm moving around. You know what I mean? That's the intention of it anyways. As you can see, I got my feet braced up. I got against those storage boxes, and I moved my little reflex bag over there, and just to have something to push back against the feet. So as you spread out, the body wants to fight and move your feet back in, and this just holds it open. It makes it a little easier. Again, hold each position for about 30 seconds, and then what I'll do is I'll stretch to a certain point, and I'll hold it for 30 seconds, and then I'll exhale, and I'll go a little bit farther, and I'll hold that for 30 seconds, and then I'll exhale and go a little bit farther, and I'll hold that for 30 seconds. So by the time I'm actually done with a stretch, it could be 10 minutes, because I'm going to keep going and going and going until I just absolutely can't go any farther. And where's that limit? Well, honestly, guys, if it hurts, it's too far. Now, I'm a bit of a psycho, so I'm willing to go into that pain area a little bit. But there's risk with that, because, you know, your body's, when it's hurting, it's telling you something. It's saying, hey, asshole, stop it. But you got to use your best judgment. I mean, you guys know when pain is like, oh, that's mildly uncomfortable. I should probably stretch that out a little. And, oh, I'm about to snap a tendon. I should probably knock that off. So we want to avoid injuries. Like if you're hurting yourself doing your stretching routine, it's probably being a little too aggressive. That's all I'm saying. Every single one of these stretches that I'm doing this morning are specifically for the hips. Just trying to open those hips up. If you want, I don't know, if you like one of those guys that have, like, you have injury to your lower back, your lower hips, there are other stretches that you can do to specifically work on the hip attachment points. This is just, opening up the sockets, the actual joint, and where the legs go into the hips. I don't know, for a lot of guys my age, it's all messed up down there, and I have different routines for different things. So if you have lower back pain, my stretches are going to look different than what I'm doing here. So whatever ailments you guys have, throw them at me, and if I will do a video specifically for whatever that issue is. I've got 1 million physical therapy stretches for the lower back, the hips, the hamstrings, the calves, the ankles. You name it, I got it. And each routine's going to look different because it's going to specifically target, whatever area you have a problem with. The routine I'm doing this morning is kind of a general one. It just sort of hits the whole area. It's just assuming that you're in reasonable health and that you don't have any major limitations. I obviously do, but I've worked them to the point where, it's just business as usual. So to this morning, I was talking with a guy that used to fight professionally. He's an iron worker, and he gave me a really awesome critique. He broke down one of my shorts, and he said that I'm heavy-handed, and that's something you can't teach, so I have that naturally. But what I really need to work on is my shadow boxing, because I'm leaning too far forward and pushing way too hard up that back foot. So he gave me some stuff that I'm going to work on, and I can't wait to get home and try it. That's what I need, man. I'm at the point now where I need sparring partners. So you guys in Vegas, I know there's a ton of you that watch my videos. Hit me up, man. I want to start training. We're not trying to kill each other. I'm not on a mission to, prove my manhood. I want somebody I can work with, a dance partner. So any of you guys in Vegas, you want to start training with me, I'm dead serious. And that's weightlifting too. So, look, I'm not a trainer. I'm not a coach. I'm just a meathead who lifts weights. But I think I would do a lot better than a lot of trainers I've seen at the gym. And it's free. I don't want nothing. I want somebody's company. I want someone to work with. Somebody to help me spot. I would say, I really don't want to replace my wife. She's been traditionally my bench spotter, but she's kind of injured, so I gotta have a backup. You know what I mean? I don't have a backup. Hit me up. Well, the training I'm doing today on the bag, basically last night, after watching a bunch of videos, Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr., all these retired boxers that are coming out of retirement, the box YouTubers, all these, watching these videos, and I thought, man, I need to work on speed. Speed! So I'm like, I get out there and I'm going to hit the heavy bag as fast as I can, and I'm going. And then I watch the video and I'm like, come on, man, faster. Get in there, faster, faster, faster. I need to lose some weight. I think right now I'm 235 pounds. I weighed myself last night, and I'm carrying a lot of water weight, so I know that's probably a good 5-6 pounds of water weight, and that'll come right off. That's not a problem. So I'm probably right below 230 pounds, which is like the heaviest I've been in 10 years. So when I'm kicking, when I'm punching, I just feel like I have weights on my wrists or on my ankles. Like everything's just slow as molasses. I just can't seem to get any more speed out of this piece of crap body I have. I'm big, I'm strong, fast, I'm little. I don't know, man. It's like, can't you be both? I want to see if I can do both. I want to keep my size and gain some quickness. But I don't know. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is as good as I can get. I keep thinking, like, am I wasting my time? Is it possible? Can I get any better? I mean, I know I'm getting incrementally better, but it's like, good Lord, there's got to be a quicker way. And maybe there's not. I mean, I'm watching videos of guys my age, and I haven't seen anybody that can move fast. Well, that's not true. Mike Tyson, when he's in his training videos, like, that dude's smoking. No, so I don't know. Maybe am I putting limitations on myself? Man, my voice, I'm having a hard time. I was on the job site, they're doing demolition in there, and it was a little dusty. And then I got this sinus thing going on. I feel like I'm losing my voice. And here I am trying to make a video. One of the things I'm working on is I'm trying to be able to transfer quickly from the lead foot to the back foot. And you'll see I kick the bag with the lead, like kind of like a teep or just like a side kick. Well, that's supposed to be like a jab. You don't want to telegraph that, so you're just supposed to whip that out there and snap it. But then I want to be able to come right back to the back foot and just like launch some power off of it. So the transition right now is really awkward. The transfer of weight from one leg to the other, especially when you're trying to jump a little bit. That's something I'm having a real hard time with. So I've been trying to practice that, just jumping from one foot to the other. Switching leads, that's not really a problem. I can do that fairly easily, but when I'm trying to go kick from the lead immediately to the rear, that transition's an issue. And it's interesting because a few times I tried to do it while I'm fluidly, like a combination, and my brain locks up. It like forgets how my limbs work, and like it throws the wrong thing, and I'm like, ah. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. Man, I'm having fun though. I'm really enjoying this. I'm just trying to see how far I can push it. I don't know, maybe it's a fool's errand. Maybe I'm wasting my time. Lately I've been a little bit frustrated. It just seems like no matter what I do, my best efforts, I just can't seem to get my brain to comprehend. I'll learn something, I feel like I got it down, and then immediately the next day I've lost it again. And I gotta go back and redo the training over and over again. I'm like that remedial kid that, like, the teacher's talking and he's staring at her and he doesn't hear a word she says. Birds are chirping up there, or he's in some sort of park dancing. He didn't hear a word she said. But the one thing I do have going for me, and everybody has told me this, all the people I train with, they say that my power is outstanding. I have some of the best natural, just heavy-handed power that they've ever seen. And if I could harness that with good mechanics, I would be blasting people to the moon. That makes me happy to hear that. It's like when somebody that's a legitimate fighter tells you that you hit hard. That's a compliment. You know what I mean? Like, that's cool. But they also said, it's like I need to work on. I got to loosen up. You know what I mean? I'm too tense. I got to unclench my fists. There's a lot of like breathing. I'm not breathing properly. I'm holding. He said that when I'm hitting, I'm almost breathing like a weightlifter. We hold our breath and then we, get that nice, generate that force. Well, that's what I'm doing when I'm striking, but it's almost like it's too much. You're too tense. So I gotta breathe. I gotta get that in through the nose, out through the mouth. That's something that they actually showed me this morning. So I can't wait to go home and work on that after work and see what a difference it makes. Yeah, for what it's worth, I'm going to keep at it. Now, like I said, any of you guys in Vegas, I'm looking for training partners. Hit me up. Give me a call, man. You guys know how to get a hold of me. Until then, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. After this competition this weekend, we're ready. We're ready, baby. Cut some weight. See what else I can do. See what else I can get into before the year's over. Before I turn 50. I said before I turn 50 I was going to be able to do the splits, and I am super close. So, anyway, I guess I better get back to work. I'll see you guys on the battlefield.